Hi everyone, it's your girl T, and today's video I'm going to be showing you my favorite and my least favorite makeup products that I have in my collection. So I've been working on my collection, I don't know, maybe since I was like 16. Having a big makeup collection is something I've always wanted because I just love doing my makeup so much. So I'm definitely like a collector in some way. And you could also say I'm probably a hoarder as well. Let's just dive right in because I'm just going to procrastinate on my love for makeup and no one wants to hear that right now. So let's get started. First, I always prep my face. And I always put primer on. I know some people are like, you don't need primer. It just clogs your pores. It's a waste of money. I love primer, and that is because I have a very temperamental skin. Everything breaks out my skin. I am very acne prone. I am oily and also dry at the same time. There's a lot happening. So I need primer because if I was putting straight foundation on my face of any sort, the next day I would look really horrible and everything would be hurt, cracked, and bleeding. So I use primer as a nice little base to seal away all of that dirt and gunk that would grind into your pores. So I'll start off with my favorites. My favorite is the Faced Hangover Rx. I love this primer. This does not break out my skin and it's silicone free, which is like, silicone products and me, they don't get along. I think I might be like slightly allergic to it or something. So I love that this is silicone free, and it also does not leave that oily feeling on your face like some of those primers do. And most of the ones with silicone are the ones that make you feel more oily, which is what I'm trying to avoid. Hello. So this is actually a cream-based primer, if you guys can see, and I love it. I just love it so much. And it's super lightweight. You don't feel so heavy and like run down, like you have a whole nother face of foundation underneath your foundation. So I totally love this. Best primer that I have yet to find. My least favorite, and I totally hate to do this because I love this brand so much. I love the founder of this brand so much. So it broke my heart that this primer was just my least favorite primer in my collection. And I didn't even throw it out, if that makes it any better. But it is the Fenty Pro Filter. This primer, I love the packaging too. This primer, it breaks my skin out so bad. Every time I use it, the next day, my face is just like covered in acne, and it's a bad time. And I love it. It is cream based like the other one as well, which is why I was like, oh, this is gonna work out so perfectly. I literally love Fenty Beauty, but yeah, there's just something in that formula that does not agree with me. So if you have acne prone skin, I would probably stay away from this primer. Least favorite, most favorite primers that I have in my collection. This is painful for me, guys, telling you like products that I absolutely hate because I love all makeup. So it's so hard for me to tell you I don't like something. Next, typically what I would do after I prime my face, I kind of let it sit there for a little bit and I move right on to my eye products. So I start applying my eyeshadow. Now I'm a hit or a miss with eye primer because technically I just go over my eyes with a little bit of concealer or foundation that I'm using. So I don't really use eye primer, so I'm not going to be telling you my least and my most favorite, because I'm pretty sure I only own one eye primer. So moving on to eyeshadows, I typically use eyeshadow palettes the most. I love palettes. I collect them. You could say that's my hobby, is collecting eyeshadow palettes. I just love to look at all the colors. If they have sparkles in it, extra bonus. I'm like a child. Sparkly things like really get me going. So naturally, most of my eyeshadow palettes have some sort of sparkle in them. So to start off with, my absolute favorite is Huda Beauty's new Nude palette. It is so gorgeous. All of the colors in it work for any skin tone, really. You could be so light or so fair and rock this palette, or you could be so dark and warm, and all of these colors are literally heaven. I mean, look at this, guys. And look at the sparkle. Like this one right here, these like shimmery, like almost looks like, I don't know, like rocks. I mean, look at that. It's just so pretty. I love them. They're so pigmented. Oh my God, look at that. So, this is like one of my go-to palettes. Yeah, definitely invest in this palette. Like I said, good for any skin tones. So gorge, love it. My least favorite eyeshadow palette is Too Faced Natural Lust palette. I was so excited. Like I said, the sparkles got me excited, guys, because there's a lot of sparkly things happening in this palette. Not just with the packaging, but with the colors. And I was so excited to try it out. But the formula on these eyeshadows are just so chalky. It's ungodly. And just to give you guys like a little heads up, I did try and like wear this, all the colors in this eyeshadow palette, or what I'm wearing on my eye right now. And I put on this makeup at about 8 o'clock this morning. It is, I don't know, 4 in the afternoon. Went out shopping for a little bit. There is still some color on there, but it's, I don't know. It, like, I really have to apply a lot of this product to even get it to show up on my eye. Like the formula with these shadows, it's not working. This was a total dud. It's a cut for me, babe. So, moving on, we're going to start with our foundation. And I couldn't just pick one. I have two go-to ultimate favorite foundations ever. And ironically, I just stumbled upon them this year. The fact that these two foundations are the most popular probably in the beauty community is hilarious to me, and it's just kind of like I don't know, a sign to me that I need to start listening more. But my favorite foundation, one of them, is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. If you want to talk about full coverage, this is it. Look no further. This is full coverage without you looking like you have a cake face. And I have a problem with that because I clearly need full coverage foundation. And this is like putting on, I don't know, a mask, and it just perfectly matching your skin tone. You don't got to worry about it wearing off during the day. You don't have to worry about you sweating it off. You don't have to worry about it oxidizing. The color that comes out of this bottle is the color that goes on your face, and it stays there. And it's just totally amazing. I just wish the bottle was a little bit bigger for selfish reasons, but it's high quality. It is high quality foundation. And the color I'm in, I usually switch, you know, between like a darker color and a lighter color, depending on what the season is. Right now I'm in a 4N2 2. Yeah, love it. Invest your money in Estee Lauder Double Wear. So the next one I have is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This was such a stickler for me to buy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I didn't want to buy this because my broke ass was like, I'm not spending that much money on foundation. It's not happening. And it's just a name brand. I don't need it. Well, your girl was wrong. This is what I'm wearing today. Like I said, I started doing my makeup around 8 o'clock this morning. I had lunch. I went shopping. I tumbled around in the sheets for a little bit, and this is what you get, guys. This has stayed on my face beautifully. It's the exact same color that comes out of this bottle, no oxidizing. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It goes on so smoothly. You can apply it with a brush if you would like. However, I do find the best method with this foundation in particular is with a beauty blender or a sponge. So, and you really only need like one coat. You don't have to keep going around if you need the full coverage. This covers it. So this is definitely one of my favorites foundations ever. So moving on to the one that I cannot stand. I'm about to throw it out. And that's saying a lot for me because I never like to throw out makeup. But the worst foundation I've ever had, ever. And I know some people rave about this one. If you like it, good for you, girl. It does not work for me. And that is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. I guess is how you say it. No. Honey, no. No. This does not work. I bought this in the 415 Bisque W, which I'm assuming means for warm. It's not warm. Like, this is a cool tone, if you guys can see this. Like, I know, like, it's sort of, it looks more yellow in the camera, but, like, oh, I hate the bottle, too. That's, like, the other thing. Here, let me see if I can, like, I know you're not really supposed to do this on the back of your hand. Like, what is this? This is not, no, that's not acceptable to me. Talk about oxidizing within 5 seconds. Like, I don't understand. And it just wears off. Yeah, I hate it. It's been sitting on top of my desk. You want to know why it's been sitting on top of my desk and not in my drawer? Is because this damn lid doesn't fit on the bottle. It opened and like leaked all in my drawer. Everything was covered in this foundation. So that was like the second thing. I was like, no. I took it out. I put it on my desk and I was like, you're in your shame corner. It's been chilling on my desk. And you want to know what happens? Every single morning, I put on my makeup with the foundations that I love. And this thing falls over. It falls over and the lid doesn't stay on. So it leaks all over the table every single morning. No. Okay, guys. So the next thing we're going to talk about is concealers, which I rely on every single day. I couldn't really pick one, and I couldn't really just pick two. So I picked 3 favorites. So this is another beauty community cult favorite, and it has to be Tarte's Shape Tape. I absolutely love it. And yeah, it just covers everything I needed to cover and more. And the next one that I have is my Nars Full Coverage Concealer in the color Caramel, which is like medium dark too. As you can see, it gets a lot of love. and it really is full coverage. This is like a heavy duty foundation in a little jar, so be a little careful when you apply. It does go on pretty thick, but it will cover up those dark spots like no one else's business. So that's my second favorite. And my third favorite, which is a newcomer to my collection, I recently just did a video on this brand, and I absolutely loved like every single product I tried. So if you didn't watch it yet, you can click on it here, 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 or there. I don't know, or maybe at the end. But it is the Balm's Time Balm Concealer. I absolutely love this. I use this every single day. It is so creamy and it matches my skin tone perfectly. I just absolutely love it. It is a lighter coverage concealer, so it's not going to be as heavy duty as, you know, your Nars or your Shape Tape, but it definitely does the trick. And yeah, it's really good, and it stays on your face all day. So those dark spots are going to be covered. You don't need to worry. My least favorite, and I will say it does take a lot for me to not like concealer, because if you can even cover up one pimple on my face, I think we're best friends now. But this concealer, I think it was because of the price of the product, for one, and two, the packaging, which we all know how I feel about packaging now after my whole Lancome incident, but also the coverage was non-existent and the color was awful. And the award for least favorite concealer is the YSL Brightening Pen. It's called Radiant Touch. No, guys. So it comes in this pen. You get 0.03 fluid ounces. So not a lot of product for a lot of money. It comes in this pen, which is like, ooh. Okay. So it has like the bristles at the top, and I'm just going to go ahead and swatch this for you guys. This is what it looks like. That's how light it is. Like, we'll just put a little dab on my face so you guys can see. Like, it's so white. I can't even. Ugh, not my favorite. And not to mention, the first time I got it, I literally had to sit there and like push this button like for like 20 minutes straight before any product came out. Big waste of money. That was like one of the instances where I was like, the designer name, it sounds appealing, but it's just not functional. So you don't need it. I will say I have not found a setting powder that I don't like. And I think that's because I don't really experiment with my setting powders, because I like what I like and I know what I like, so I don't really go out and buy more of those. I recently started to, though, so I will have to do videos on new setting powders, but just, I love them all. Like, ultimate go-to Laura Mercier setting powder. I have it in the medium deep. Oh God, it's so good. It's so good, and you get so much product in here. This is like a thick baby, so I love it. My other favorite, Charlotte Tilbury. I didn't think I was gonna like this at all, but the airbrush flawless finish, it's amazing. I hit pan on it like last month. It's so awesome. My other favorite is my Nars Sunstone setting powder. I love this little gal. I cracked it the other, like last, I don't even know when I cracked it, to be honest. There's a giant crack in it. So I treat this with like tender love and care now. but I absolutely love it. It's amazing. So I really just bounce back between those three. My favorite brow product right now is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I love this product. This is what I'm wearing today. It just makes my brows look so much more natural, and I don't know. They're defined, they're combed. I like the outcome of them. My least favorite brow product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. I got this thinking I was gonna find like a good in between the brow pencil and like the shadows that I used to use, but like, I don't know. One, the color's off on this. I don't like the color. I got it in ash brown. I should have got it in a dark brown. That was my first mistake. My second mistake was the fact that it wasn't workable for me. It just looked very fake. I don't know. I couldn't blend it into my actual brow that well. I couldn't get it to work for me. I know some people really do swear by this and love it, but that's not a product for me. I will gladly stay with what I know and use my little Brow Wiz gal right here. Moving on is my eyeliner. I usually do that way earlier in my makeup process, probably right even after my eyeshadow, but I just forgot, so we'll do that right now. So my most favorite eyeliner ever, cult classic as well, is the Stila Stay All Day eyeliner. The felt tip liner on this is ungodly. It is what I'm wearing today. It literally does last all day. You really got to work to get that stuff off of your face. So easy to work with, so deep and dark. Perfection. So this is like my go-to eyeliner. I love it. I could even tell you how much it costs. It's $22. That's how many times I bought it. My least favorite felt tip eyeliner, probably my least favorite eyeliner, to be honest, is the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I used to really rock this for a while. This was like one of the first higher end felt tip liners that I bought, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, I love it. But then I really started noticing that it doesn't last a long time. Like, this product is pretty much like maybe I got a month's use out of it, using it consistently every day. So the product runs out, and as the product runs out, it starts skidding across your eye, and it just leaves lines everywhere, and you're going back and trying to fill it in. It's not a great liner. It's not. I don't like, see how like the top of that is just lighter? Like, I don't know. It's not jet black. It's not good. My favorite contour, I am a powder contour. I do not use cream base. I don't experiment with that. I am a powder person. I think that all has to stem from me being so oily. So I'm comfortable with my powders, and that's what I stick to. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but the Natasha Denona sculpting powders are amazing. I love them. I use them every single day. I think this is what I wore today. I'm pretty sure this is what I did. Yeah, I wore this color today. This is in 4 Dark. This is another one where I'm like, I don't know why they call this dark. It's not dark. Love it. It's so workable. It looks flawless on the skin, lasts all day, does a wonderful job. You can sculpt your nose with it. You can sculpt your cheekbones. You can sculpt your neck out a little bit if you have a double chin like I do. I'm working on getting all of the colors to build up my collection a little bit more. Moving on to my least favorite contouring thing. And I think this also has to do with the fact that I'm not a cream contouring person. I got this shade in the shade name medium. It is not medium. It's honestly the worst product I have in my entire makeup collection. I think some of you know what I'm gonna say, but if you don't, lesson learned, don't buy this product. And that is the Huda Beauty Tantor Contour Bronze Cream. Oh man, guys. Like I said, before I even open it, I'm gonna try not to laugh. I ordered it in the shade medium, right? Because I thought, well, I'm medium, I guess. This is what the medium color looks like, guys. It's just so laughable to me. Like, I just don't understand, Huda. Like, what medium? What medium are you talking about? I don't know. But if you putting the this is what it looks like. Let me just put this on my face real quick. This is literally gonna be so bad. And like, let's just try and work it in a little bit. Let me just try real quick to work this. Like, it doesn't blend, guys. It don't blend. It's so bad. Oh my God. There's no words, guys. It's just, it doesn't even come off with the makeup wipe. Okay, so now that that disaster is over, we're going to move on to another one that I missed kind of in the steps of my makeup routine, and that is my mascara. So my favorite all-time go-to mascara, I think I've said this before in previous videos, is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It is amazing. I need to buy a new one because this one is so old, but it kills me to throw them out because they are so valuable. They hold such an important place in my life. I love them. Best mascara you can buy. Next mascara I just have to say, I don't hate this mascara. I don't hate it. I use it every once in a while, but this is not something that I tend to grab because I'm like, ugh, it's just okay. And it's the Lancome Manizer Big, and I think it has to do also with the wand size. Like the edge of it, it's so big. I mean, like, it's large, and I often find myself stabbing my eye out with it. Like, I have to be very careful using it. And like, I just don't really think it does that much, to be honest. I don't know. I just can't. It just doesn't do that much. It's not horrible. It's not the worst mascara you're gonna buy, but do I think that it's worth the money? No. Next, I'm going to be moving on to my highlighters. This is another area of my makeup that I get very excited about. It makes me happy. I totally have to really not like you to not like highlighter. All-time favorite highlighter ever. Like ever. I will always rebuy this highlighter as long as they keep making it, so you better keep making it. And that is the Balm's Mary Luminizer highlighter. Oh my God, guys, it's so so amazing. I use this every single day. I use it every single day. I use it everywhere. I highlight this part of my face. I highlight my nose. I highlight the middle of my forehead. I highlight my upper lip. I highlight under my brow bone with this stuff. It's literally God's gift to the earth. I could take a shower in it and just feel so amazing. So yeah, Mary Luminizer highlighter from the Balm is the best highlighter, hands down. I have yet to find anything that rises up to the challenge. There's no one else in the ring with this baby. Moving on to my least favorite one. Love the makeup line. I've said it before. Product though, it's a chop. That is the Fenty Beauties Diamond Balm highlighter. I think the error here was me. I think I went into purchasing this as I would like the Mary Luminizer highlighter. Okay, I'm gonna highlight my cheekbones, I'm gonna highlight my brow bone, all that good stuff. I don't think that this was made for that. I think this was more made for an overall like body glitter, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure, because that's what it really kind of is portraying to me. So it's very subtle. There's like no payoff really at all. It's really just sparkles, like loose sparkles. And this is in the color How Many Carats. So I'm just gonna swatch this for you guys really quick. This is what the inside looks like. It's a little bit more tan than it would be when you guys first get it, but that's because I'm just a pig and my makeup colors end up in there. But this is me literally rubbing my finger as hard as I can. This is what I get. I'm sorry I did this on my middle finger, guys. But that's really it. Like, it's not, the payoff is not there. I'm sorry, Rihanna. Like I said, maybe it's me. It probably is me, because you're amazing at everything. You're very talented. I love you. I want to be you. But I couldn't get this to work. Oh, this is one that I like never reach for, but I don't want to throw it out because I love Fenty Beauty. I love Fenty Beauty. We're coming up on the last 3 sections here. I'm going to talk about blushes, and I will say the Tarte blushes, a little disclaimer here because that's my least favorite. I'll go ahead and give away the secret. The Tarte blushes I love. Don't get me wrong. I love them. They're subtly beautiful, but there's something about them right now that doesn't make them my favorite. So I'll get to that, but I just needed to throw that out as a disclaimer before people come at me. My absolute favorite blushes, hands down, cannot be beat, is the good old MAC blushes. And I don't have that many MAC blush colors. This is in the color Make You Mine. This is kind of like my go-to one. I love MAC blushes because they are so pigmented. They are amazing. You don't need to get a lot of product onto the brush to make it show up. Like, you do a little baby dab and you're good. So I think that's why I really like them. They're very pigmented, they're strong, they have an amazing shade range of colors, every color you could imagine. It is available in a MAC blush, and I think that's just why I love them. And also, during the pandemic, I need a blush that's gonna last through the mask, and the MAC blushes do that. They will last through the rubbing of your mask while you're at work all day. They're just amazing, powerful little strong beings that I totally love and highly suggest you go out and buy if you have not tried any of the MAC blushes. So yeah, that's that. So moving on to my least favorite. I know I spoiled it. I'm sorry, I don't don't like surprises, so I ruined it. But it is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush, and I have them in every color. So for me to sit here and tell you I don't like them, it's a lie. It's just not my favorite right now because they are made out of clay. And with clay, that does not last that long. So these, let me try and open it. These blushes are beautiful. The colors that they offer are gorgeous. I love them, but they don't last all day. They're very chalky. They're made out of clay. What do you expect? They're just very chalky. As you can see, just rubbing it between my fingers, it just rubs off. It's really more that we live in this pandemic right now, and I need a blush that's gonna last through me taking on and off my mask or wearing it all day at work. And I just have noticed that this comes off very easily. I didn't really notice it before, but it doesn't last all day. And that's why I have to say, this is my second to last topic, and I'm going to do setting sprays. My favorite all-time setting spray, drum roll, is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. I absolutely love it. Want your makeup to last? You will wear this and you'll be good to go. So this literally keeps my makeup on all day as I wear a mask. Obviously, as you guys can tell, I put this on today and my makeup's still on my face. And I had a mask on and off all day. If I had to do one con about it, is it kind of has a weird smell to it. It's not like a nice fruity smell. I think that's because they wanted to avoid having fragrance in there, which good for you. Not everything needs to have fragrance in it, like most of the beauty companies think, but the fragrance is what really breaks out your face. So the fact that they were like, we're gonna sell you the product, not the smell, was smart on their end because it doesn't make me break out and I love the product. It does the job. My next setting spray is the MAC Prep and Prime, not the regular one. The regular one I love. I love the regular MAC Prep and Prime. It's the weird, like, Fix Plus gold thing I don't get. So I don't know. Like, you shake it and it's supposed to have like these gold ripples in it, which of course, shiny things. I was like, oh, I need to get it. So I went ahead and bought it, but I literally don't get it. Like, it's just the regular Fix Plus. The gold does not show up anywhere. I'm not really sure like what the difference was. Like, it's very cool to look at, but just buy the regular Fix Plus then, I guess. So yeah. No, I don't need it. On to our final product review is lip gloss. I love lip gloss of any sort, any brand, high-end, drugstore, I'll buy it. I love lip gloss. But I do have a favorite. And I do have a least favorite. So I'm sticking to the higher end lip glosses just because for all intents and purposes, most of this makeup I've showed you is higher end brands. So we're gonna stick to that theme. So my favorite lip gloss that I have been using is the Lime Crime Wet Cherry Lip Glosses. I have almost every color of this particular collection. I absolutely love the colors. It's like a gloss, but a lipstick at the same time without it looking chalky. So this is the color, this is my favorite color, Bitter Cherry. And if you open it and smell it, it smells just like a cherry. It's amazing. I just absolutely love the Lime Crime Wild Cherry lip glosses. So those would be my favorite. My least favorite gloss that I own, or gloss collection that I own, is the Too Faced, I don't know. It's the Too Faced like melon collection. I know they did like a couple of the watermelon candy finish lip gloss. I know they did like a melon theme collection a couple summers ago. And I had just purchased this at the beginning of the quarantine. I think it was kind of being phased out because I got it on sale, to be honest. And I kind of see why. So the color of this is a Melon Reasons, which it's a cute name. Too Faced, you're very cute. All of your packaging is adorable. Your products smell great. I love Too Faced. But these lip glosses, they wear off so easily, and the formula is just not good. It's like the sparkles separate with the gloss, and then there's like this weird like oil in it. Let me see if I could swatch it. I've only really noticed it when it's on my lips, but there's something that like separates and it just doesn't look good. Like I'm just trying to like rub it in. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, it's like this weird oil on top of it. Like it's not a gloss anymore. Yeah, not a fan of the watermelon candy finish lip gloss. Don't buy it, even if it is on sale. So that has basically been a little peek inside of my collection. I just wanted to share with you some of my stuff, and hopefully you can avoid not buying some of the bad things or the bad products that I just felt like were totally a waste of money, so you can save your money and I could be your guinea pig. So definitely all the products that I told you today were my favorite, are my absolute favorite. I reach for them every day, if not almost every day. So check those babies out. Stay tuned for my next video. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.